Bastards. Today I want to talk about the 10 mistakes, the 10 most mistakes I'd say people make when preparing a bug out bag. The first mistake I'd say most people make are these prefab bug out bags. Don't buy them, really. The companies are taking advantage of the fear of people. They say with this you can survive a whole time, but they cheap out on materials, the gear, the tools. They just want to make a profit. They don't accept perhaps some people who make bug bags for preppers that are preppers, not just businessmen who want to make a bug out of you. So very carefully when buying a prefab bug bag. Just make your own bag. You know what's inside of it. You know you use good materials, good tools. No prefab. I highly not recommend that. The second thing is expensive gear. The Many people think, bug out bag, it's too expensive to get the most cutting edge of technology, but I always say keep it simple. The tools, they don't have to be some tools I would not cheap out on, like a multi-tool, don't cheap out on that. But sometimes just gear that is simple, easy to use, maybe not high tech, is sometimes better than what they sell at some highly modern store. So just you don't have to spend a lot of money on a bug out bag when you're trying to build one. Um Third, the type of bag. What is a common mistake I would say is you don't choose the right bag for your bug out bag. Sometimes people just choose for a cheaper bag or a bag they already have, but when they're testing it out, it's not adequate enough or it doesn't fit to their body type. So that could form a problem. Do you want a bug out bag with a frame in it? Do you want a collapsible bug out bag? Or is it an expensive one? Does it has to be durable or something? Those are the types of decisions you have to make when choosing your type of bag. Which brings us to the next point: the purpose of the bag. What is your bug out bag? What's the purpose it will serve? What kind of disasters do you expect? What what's your environment? If you live, you will have another type of bug out bag when you live in a city or a town or something. Then when you live in a rural, when you live in rural or more nature areas, you're probably going to use more camping equipment, and in cities, probably more tools or something else that could help in that type of environment. It's like evolution. Those who are most adapt to his environment have more chance to survive. The next point is the gray man. What do I mean by that? Don't stick out with your bug out bag. When the times are hard, when there is a disaster evacuation, people who are desperate or criminal have criminal intents, they will see you as a target when they know he has a bug out bag. He probably has some food or some good shit I can steal and make a buck off. Like I would recommend bug out bags that look like normal bags. Just every day, you wouldn't blink an eye if you saw somebody with a bag like that. What I sometimes see are these preppers who have like a military bag, like real Navy SEAL. They look like a Navy SEAL when they walk down the road. That's just putting a target on your back, literally, sometimes. Just a normal bag. Don't put all these trinkets and survival tools on the outside of your bag. Uh, you don't want to let people know what you have. Be a gray man. Don't stick out of the crowd. Next problem: testing. I mean, no, wait. First, wait. That's a first problem. A lot of preppers who start with their bug out bag, They want to take as much gear as they can wear, think they can wear actually, because every weight, even the smallest, will prolong the time it will take to get to your bug out location. It will be straining your muscles, your back, or knees. It will slow you down, which ironically you will need more food, more gear, especially when the surroundings are bad, like bad weather, or you need to find. It's just important. Keep the weight at the minimum at the bug out back. Sometimes you have to sacrifice, but sometimes you can replace two items with one item as it when it's multifunctional. And I'm talking about, like I said before, it doesn't need to be the most technological tool you have. It can serve multiple purposes, save weight, and it will get you to your location quicker and less training on your body. Next thing, testing. Always test your bug out bag. Very, very important, and I think one of the most made mistakes there is. Sometimes people make their bug out bags and they think, I'm fine, and they leave it. And when they really need it and they go out, it will strain on their shoulders, their back. It will sore their muscles because a lot of people are not in good shape either in this kind of society we live. So imagine a backpack that is too heavy, you never test it, and you have to walk 20, 30 kilometers with it. Again, the first time I made this mistake too, I came back from a long trip, from a long walk, if you say, and I never tested this bag out before, and I felt it. And imagine when the times are hard and you have sores in your muscles and your back, not a good way. Test it, balance out your bug out bag, train your body, keep in shape. So when the time is there, your body and your bug out bag will endure what it has to be to get to safety. Next thing, operational security. What do I mean by that? Don't let people don't let people know what you have. Like as don't say I have this and this and this in my bug out bag. So people with criminals think I will burglar him when he's to work or something. Or when a burglar get into your house and he sees a large bag with all this expensive or gear in it, he can just take it and you have a big loss. So make it not look like a target. That's very important. Be like a gray man, but when at your home, let's say. So people who come to visit, they don't see your bag that is standing ready out of in the open and think, I can steal that whenever I'm desperate or something. Just keep your mouth shut. Don't talk too much about it, and just don't make it look like something valuable. The next thing is how do you say this? Image. When you're testing out your bug out bag, when you go uh, take a walk or a short hike trip, or take it with you just to test it during your day, don't let people discourage you. Sometimes people will laugh at you, give you funny looks. I've been there with all my gear. I was just taking a little walk down the neighborhood. People who know me thought I was crazy for carrying such a large bag for just a simple walk. But that walk, it's a test. It's testing the weight. It trains my body. It's don't let people discourage you. It's just what I'm trying to say. Because when the time is there, they will probably not be the ones. They will be the ones who we will have a harder time. Just don't let it get to you. Be what you want to be. Do what you want to do. Just don't let it bother you. Very important. And the last point I want to make is a bug out bag is the first thing you make and the last thing you use. What do I mean by that? Many people have this fantasy about, oh, when shit hits the fan, I'll just grab my bucket bag, live through the land like in those apocalypse movies. No, it will not be like that. It will not be a pleasant time. Always make your bucket bags as a first thing of your preparation, but just plan it to use it as your last resort. Your home should be your first wait, because when you go out there on a bug out, there's nothing there to help you. Everything will be against you. People will be against you, nature will be against you, supplies will be very hard to find, very low, or even not existing. It's not fun to be out there. So it should be your last resort to take your bug out back and leave what you know. No, leave the people that you know, leave your family, your neighbors, the people you know you can trust, and go into the unknown. That's the last thing you want to do. But unfortunately, it's the first thing you have to make. So this is my little rant about the 10 most mistakes people make in my opinion. So I hope you take something from it, learn something, take it in your own preparedness. So uh, that's about it, I think. See you next time to the next video.